Hello, students. I am Dr. Swati Jain, Associate Professor, EFM Department at SS Jain Subodh PG Mahila Mahavidyalaya, Jaipur. Today, we will discuss an important topic of the subject Banking and Financial Management. We will discuss the topic Commercial Banks today in our lecture. A commercial bank is a financial institution which accepts deposits from the public and gives loans for the purposes of consumption and investment to make profit. कॉमर्शियल बैंक वो बैंक होता है जो एक तो फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूशन की कैटेगरी में आता है और वो लोगों से डिपॉजिट्स एक्सेप्ट करता है, लोगों की जमाएं स्वीकार करता है, जिन पे वो एक इंटरेस्ट देता है उस पब्लिक को जो पैसे जमा करती है और उसका प्रॉफिट कहाँ से बनता है बैंक का बिकॉज़ बैंक इज़ अ बिज़नेस। तो वो लोन्स देता है दूसरों को, दूसरे पब्लिक को कंज़म्पशन के लिए और इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए ताकि वो भी प्रॉफिट कमाएँ। इसी तरह से इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द कंट्री के लिए कॉमर्शियल बैंक्स बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करते हैं। The general role of commercial banks is to provide financial services to the general public and business, ensuring economic and social stability and sustainable growth of the economy. In this respect, credit creation is the most significant function of commercial banks. While sanctioning a loan to a customer, they do not provide cash to the borrower. Instead, they open a deposit account from which the borrower can withdraw. In other words, while sanctioning a loan, they automatically create deposit. The commercial banks have a lot of significance. They promote savings and accelerate the rate of capital formation in a country. They are sources of finance and credit for the trade as well as industry in a country. They promote balanced regional development by opening branches in backward areas also. Bank credit enables entrepreneurs to innovate and invest, which accelerates the process of economic development. The commercial banks helps in promoting large scale production and growth of priority sectors such as agriculture, small scale industry, retail trade and export. They create credit in the sense that they are able to give more loans and advances than the cash position of the depositors permits. They help commerce and industry to expand their field of operation. Thus, they make optimum utilization of resources possible. Now, the various types of banks in the country are, as we can see in the diagram, RBI is at the topmost. RBI is the highest monetary authority of the country. It makes rules and regulations for the scheduled commercial banks in India. Now, we are seeing in the figure that there are two types of banks. One is scheduled bank and another one is non-scheduled bank. What is the difference between them? We'll know now. Banks which have been included in the second schedule of RBI Act 1934 are known as the scheduled banks. The banks included in this category have two important features. पहला फीचर होता है इनकी पेड अप कैपिटल 5 लाख रुपीज से कम नहीं होनी चाहिए यानी कि मिनिमम पेड अप कैपिटल फॉर अ बैंक शेड्यूल्ड बैंक is rupees 5 lakh. Any activity of the bank will not adversely affect the interest of the depositors. ये दूसरी शर्त होती है और जो भी शेड्यूल्ड बैंक्स होते हैं उनको इसीलिए प्रिविलेजेस मिलते हैं क्योंकि इनको ये दो मिनिमम गारंटीज पूरी करनी होती हैं. The examples of scheduled bank includes State Bank of the country, nationalized banks, regional rural banks, foreign banks, other Indian scheduled banks जो प्राइवेट सेक्टर में है. तो पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंक्स हो गई, प्राइवेट सेक्टर बैंक्स हो गई, फॉरेन सेक्टर बैंक्स हो गई और रीजनल रूरल बैंक्स हो गई, जो भी कॉमर्शियल बैंक्स की कैटेगरी में आती हैं और शेड्यूल्ड नेचर की हैं, वो कहलाती हैं शेड्यूल्ड कॉमर्शियल बैंक्स. तो फिर नॉन शेड्यूल्ड कॉमर्शियल बैंक्स कौन सी होती हैं? The banks which are not included in the list of the scheduled banks are called the non-scheduled banks. At present, around three banks are there in India. और क्या डिफरेंस होता है नॉन शेड्यूल्ड और शेड्यूल्ड बैंक में? जो मेजर डिफरेंस होता है, they have to follow the CRR conditions. They have to follow the rules and regulations given by the RBI, but they cannot have the privileges from RBI because they do not have to follow the minimum rule of capital given by the RBI. So they cannot enjoy the privileges given by the RBI, which are given to the scheduled banks. They are not received by the non scheduled banks. Now, before moving further, we will first see that what are the public sector banks. Public sector banks are those banks which are majorly governed by the government of the country. In India, public sector banks include all the SBIs and their subsidiaries. Other nationalized banks comes under the category of public sector banks. Private sector banks are majorly owned by the private sector companies. They can be run by the individuals as well as they can be run by the companies as well. देन फॉरेन सेक्टर बैंक्स के अंदर मेजोरिटी जो स्टेक होता है वो फॉरेन कंपनीज और कंट्रीज का होता है. देयर हेडक्वार्टर्स आर एट फॉरेन प्लेसेस एंड दे open their branches in India and they run through those branches. For example, HSBC Bank, Citibank, and there are so many other corporate banks which are working in the foreign sector. Then regional rural banks. These are the banks which are run by the cooperative institutions mostly. They are the banks specifically run for the promotion of small business, artisans, and other entrepreneurs promotion. So these are basically the four types of banks which comes under the commercial banks category. Thank you so much, dear students. In our next class, we'll discuss about the basic functions of commercial banks.